mine, especially our partners in the maritime industry and invited guests. Today gives us the opportunity to share our thoughts and feelings, our vision and dreams into the coming years as far as the maritime traffic is concerned. On behalf of the board and GPHA, and of course on behalf of the entire maritime industry, we say a very big thank you and to welcome the Director General and his team for taking the opportunity and giving us this chance to share our dreams and what we think or what we believe we should be doing in the maritime industry. As a port, and for that matter, GPHA, we got to be looking into the future. And I think the Director General in his speech did mention, maritime facility takes time to construct. And therefore, we need to always be looking at that. But what is most critical is the fact that unlike land and rail, or even the air where you appear to have unlimited space, our coastline is fixed dimension, approximately 258 kilometers. At best, we can only cut into part of the land to extend the sea inside. Laterally, we cannot do anything. Even in our attempt to go into the oil fields, we are faced with La Côte d'Ivoire. So it means we have a certain fixed dimension within which our future will have to work on and dwell on. And this is where planning becomes very, very, very critical and central. In the coming few minutes, I'll be taking you through what GPHA is looking at into the future to ensure that we provide the best services within the sub-region. As you can see, there's a scramble for maritime trade in the West African sub-region. You see, the difference between us and maybe the Kenke seller or GTP, and even with GTP I would not say so, is that we can elect as a maritime industry to close our eyes on what is happening inside the Ghana economy and develop the ports based on what we call transshipment. Our competitors are not in Ghana. Our competitors are along the West Coast. Nigeria, Abidjan, Togo, you all know. So all these countries from the north right down here, down to even South Africa, all have port facilities and are developing these ports, expanding. So what sort of strategic advantage do we have? What are the methods that we can deploy to ensure that we are not just looking at what we call the captive trade? That's what is coming into Ghana. But what we can do to capture more. But what can we also do to even avoid losing that captive trade? Because the traffic can go into Togo or Benin and come by road or by rail into the country. And the West is the same thing. It means that as a port, we have to look at ourselves as far as efficiency is concerned. It was probably with some wisdom that the framers of the law in 1986 gave GPHA the legal mandate under the PNC law to plan and develop the seaports, to be the master porter. That means we can do everything, stevedore and shore handling. And it gave us also the legal capacity to concession, lease, or license. So we can elect to do everything by ourselves or give some of the things out to others. That's why some people are here. In whichever form we think fit. But the cardinal point is that efficiency is paramount. So our mission is therefore to provide efficient port facilities. The underlying word is efficient port facilities, not just any facility. And ensure that there's quality of services to all our port users. if you construct a stadium or a theater for 30,000 people or 50,000 people, and you do not provide them space for car parking, that is an inefficient facility. And therefore, it's the same way. If we develop port facilities where a vessel comes to berth and discharges about 100,000 tons or 200 containers or 2,000 cars, and you don't have a place to park them, you don't have the space to handle them, that is an inefficient facility. GPHA has a duty to ensure that we provide these port facilities and deliver quality services. Our vision, therefore, is to ensure that within this range of competition, we become the leading trade and logistics hub within our sub-region, and indeed, south of the Sahara.